Alright, in this video I'm going to be showing you some of the cool features of OBS that can help your live stream come out well and also come out very professional. So one of the things I'm going to be showing you, or the one I'm going to be showing you right now, is the timer. How can you create a timer in OBS for your live stream? Now you might be asking, why do you need a timer in the first place? I mean, you are good to go with your intro banner and your intro song. So what is the essence of the timer in the very first place? Now you might want to create a timer just to give the people that are coming on your live stream a sense of time, a sense of when you're going to be starting your live stream. Now, I don't know if you have noticed this, but there are some individuals that have created a time for a countdown for their stream. So for instance, let's say the stream is starting in the next 5 minutes. You're going to be seeing a countdown like, okay, 4 minutes, 59 seconds, 4 minutes, 58 seconds, 4 minutes, 57 seconds. Now, what this does is that it gives your audience, or the people that are waiting for your live stream, a sense of time. Oh, okay, this person will be going up live in the next 5 minutes, in the next 3 minutes, in the next 2 minutes. Now, it also gives them the opportunity to gather. So what the countdown does is exactly the very same thing that your intro does, and you could even impute your timer in your intro as well. So what it means is that while your intro banner is on and your song is on, the timer could also be on at the same time. But in this video, what I'm going to be showing you is how you can create your timer. So what we're going to do is very simple. Right now we're going to create a new scene. Okay, create a new scene, and I'm going to call this countdown. All right, just as simple as that, countdown. So immediately you've created the new scene, you call it countdown, then we'll come to sources right here. Now once you click on the sources, we're going to use the text GDI. All right, so it's just the normal text. Okay, I'm going to click on the text GDI, and I'm going to call this program or countdown again, but this time around countdown text. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. Remember, you can't just call it countdown again. Why? Because you already have a countdown here. So I'm going to click on OK. All right. Immediately I click on OK, it's going to bring up this dialog box where it asks me to put in my information. So what am I going to do? I'm going to put in the information. Program starts now. Okay. Church starts now. Now you will see why what I'm typing right now is really very relevant, because at the end of the day, once your countdown is expired or is done, what I'm trying to say is that immediately your countdown is done, meaning that you've counted down to 0, this is actually what will appear. So you need to actually put in what you want your audience to see immediately your countdown is done. So I'm going to look for a pretty looking font right here. I want to make sure that the font I'm going to use is bold. Okay, so this is Arial, and I'll use the bold font. So I'm going to click on this. Okay, so I can see that the font is so big. I'll have to reduce it a bit. Okay, so let's do 20. So let's see what 20 look like. 20 is too small. I'm going to reduce this to 72. How is 72? Okay, 72 is still okay. Okay. I think this is good. Now you could also change you could change the formatting of your text. Like you could change it by giving it a color, giving it a background. I mean, all those things you can do. So let me just select a color right here. I'll do a green color right here, and I think I'm okay. We gotta click on OK. And right now what I'm going to do is this. I don't just want this to just be green. I want to create a gradient color, meaning that I want this green to be shiny. All right, kind of green that will be shining, and possibly add another color to it. So I'm going to click on the gradient. Now immediately I click on the gradient, see what happens. You can see that there's a little bit of glowing right here, right from the green to the white, and you can even adjust it right here. So this is the settings for the green, this is the settings for the white. So if you click on the green right now, you click on the settings, you see what happens. You see that the green reduces, okay, and because you have changed the opacity. So I'm going to leave that in the main for the green. Then for the white also, you can change the gradient, and you can see that the green is becoming more predominantly than the white right now, and I think that is cool. you can see that the green is completely glowing right now. I mean, it's not just like the normal green that you're seeing before. It has now, become a 3D like, which is kind of cool to me. So I'm going to leave it as it is right now, and then I'll click on, if you want to put in a outline, maybe a white outline or something, you can do that. But for now, I'm not going to be putting a outline, so I'm okay with the way it is. I'm going to click on OK. All right, so if you want this bigger, you can change the font size again by double clicking on this. You go to select font, you can now click on the font size that you want it, because the highest is 72. You can just say, okay, I want this to be 100. Okay, 100, you click on OK. So it increases a bit, you click on OK, and then you're good to go. Now the next thing we need to do now is to apply the magic. This is where we're going to go right now. So what we're going to do right now is that we're going to click on the tools. Okay, this is the tool icon here. In the tool menu here, you're going to click on the tool. Immediately you click on the tool, you're going to have so many options right there. You have the auto configuration, the click output, caption, experimental, and all of those things. But the one we're interested in right now is the scripts. Okay, we're going to click on the scripts. Why? Because when the OBS was installed on your system, there are some scripts that was actually installed with the OBS, and one of the scripts is the countdown time script. Okay, so we're going to click on script. Now immediately you click on script, you already have a town, because there is the reason why you're having here is because I already have this used it on my system before. So what I'm going to do is to actually remove it. So initially, if you're using this for the very first time, what you're going to see is something like this. You're not going to see anything here. This is what you're actually going to see. So let's assume that you're clicking this for the very first time, and this is exactly what you're going to see. So the next thing you want to do again is to click on this plus icon, all right, which is to add your script. So I'm going to click on it. Now immediately you click on it, it's going to bring up a dialog box where the scripts are. This is where your scripts are. All right, so you're going to click on this one. Please make sure you click on countdown LUA. That is the one that you need. All right, so you click on it, you click on open, and then you will now see the countdown here. So once you've done that, then the next thing you want to do is to click on the countdown. Now you notice immediately you click on the countdown, on the right hand side there, you have some interesting information right there. So let me quickly explain what they do and how they affect your timing or your countdown in the OBS. So what it does is this: you have the duration, you have the textures, and then you have the final text. All right, now the duration is the countdown duration. So if you want this to be for 5 minutes, you want it to be for 1 minute, you want it to be for 2 minutes, that is what you can actually do right here. So for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to be doing this for 1 minute. So I'm going to just enter 1 minute. So I want the countdown to be done for 1 minute. Now the next thing you want to do right here is to come select this arrow, and then you click on countdown text. Why is it showing me countdown text? Because that is exactly what I actually named my sources here. So it is really very important you put in your sources, especially if you have a lot of things in your sources. Probably you're planning your program and you're trying to put all these things in place. Please try to name it in a text that you can remember. All right, so I'm going to click on the countdown, because this is the text that we want the countdown to display on. So I'm going to click on the countdown text, make sure it's selected. Now the final text I want it to show, all right, the final text I want to show here is that churches or church starts now. All right, I'm going to put it in cap small letter, church starts now. Now you can put whatever you want to put there. I'm just putting this here for a purpose. I mean, I'm just putting there for the purpose of this example. You can say program start now, or you can say we are live now. All right, so that is just it. Now immediately you are done with all of these things, the next thing you want to do is to click on close. Voila, you're done. Now if I transition now, you're going to see that this thing will change into the time countdown timer, and then you begin to see it count down. So we're going to watch it count down for 1 minute. So I'm going to click on transition, and then you see it has started counting down. You have the 56 seconds, 55 seconds, and you have it all. It's going to go down to the next it's going to go down to 0. All right, now because of time, I don't want to wait till when everything will go down to 0. I'm just going to fast forward to when it will go down to 0, and then you see what happens when it gets down to 0. All right, 4, 3, 2, 1. See what happens. church start now. All right, so that is actually how to create your timer. And actually you could incorporate this timer in your intro, I mean your song intro, your banner intro. So what it means is that when your intro is up, then you create a text just like we've done in the video, and then you create a text and then you turn it into a timer, and immediately it finishes. This is actually what happens. This is what you're going to see. And please, I want you to know that you can move your timer all around. You can move it from one place to the other. All right, so that is how to create your timer. Very simple thing to do. In the next video, I'm going to be showing you another cool option that you can do that will make your streaming very professional. Thank you very much.